Welcome, dear viewers, to Phantom Tales. Join us for a tale as chilling as the fog-laden streets of Hollow Creek itself. Prepare to embark on a journey into the unknown, where secrets lurk in the shadows and mysteries are whispered through time. In the heart of a secluded town known for its legends and the inexplicable, our story unfolds. Join us as we unlock the secrets of The Cursed Doll of Hollow Creek. It's a tale that will send shivers down your spine and leave you questioning the thin veil between the living and the restless souls of the past. But be warned, dear viewers, for in the realm of the supernatural, not everything is as it seems. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a quiet little place called Hollow Creek, there lived a curious person named Alex. Hollow Creek was known for its thick fog that blanketed the town, making it look mysterious and a little spooky. One sunny day, while Alex was out exploring, they stumbled upon an old, dusty house that everyone said was haunted. Being brave, Alex decided to take a peek inside. The house creaked and groaned as he stepped in, and the air felt thick with secrets. In a corner of the room, covered in cobwebs, Alex found something quite unusual, an old, worn-out doll. It had cracked porcelain skin and tattered clothes. Its glassy eyes seemed to follow Alex as they approached it. The doll looked like it had seen better days, but there was something strangely fascinating about it. Without thinking much, Alex decided to take the doll home. He thought it could be a neat addition to their collection of odd things they had found over the years. Little did he know that this decision would change his life in the spookiest way possible. As Alex carried the doll out of the abandoned house, a strange feeling settled over him. It was as if the doll held some kind of secret, and it was itching to reveal it. Little did Alex know, he was about to embark on a spine-tingling adventure filled with mysteries, chills, and unexpected twists. After Alex brought the old, worn-out doll home from the haunted house, strange things started happening. It was like something spooky had decided to pay a visit. At first, it was little things. Alex would put the doll on a shelf, but the next morning, it had moved to a different spot all by itself. Alex thought he might be imagining it, but it happened again and again. Then, one day, as Alex was sitting in their room reading a book, he heard a crash from the kitchen. They rushed over to find that plates and glasses had fallen off the shelves, even though no one was in the kitchen. It was as if something invisible had knocked him down. The doll, too, became even more mysterious. Sometimes, Alex would leave it on a table, but when he came back, it was sitting on a chair or lying on the floor. It was as if the doll had a mind of its own. In the quiet of the night, Alex would sometimes hear whispers in his room, but there was no one there. And when he turned on the lights, they'd catch glimpses of strange, shadowy figures that disappeared when looked at directly. All these creepy happenings made Alex feel uneasy and a bit scared. It was clear that something unusual was going on, and the doll seemed to be at the center of it all. What could possibly explain these eerie occurrences? Alex was determined to find out. As the mysterious happenings continued in Alex's home, he realized he needed some help to figure out what was going on with the peculiar doll. So, he decided to seek out someone who knew a lot about strange and spooky things. Alex found just the right person, an expert named Professor Carter. Professor Carter was a local historian and a bit of a paranormal expert. They had spent years studying the odd and mysterious occurrences in Hollow Creek. With a friendly smile, Professor Carter agreed to help. He visited Alex's home and carefully examined the old doll. Professor Carter's eyes widened as they recognized it. He explained that this doll had a dark history, one that was tied to a vengeful spirit. Many years ago, in the heart of Hollow Creek, there lived a young woman named Emily Wraithmore. She was known throughout the town for her kindness and generosity. Emily had a natural talent for making beautiful dolls, each one a work of art. She would gift these dolls to children and families in the community, spreading joy and warmth wherever she went. Emily had a peaceful life, filled with friends and loved ones. But there was one person in Hollow Creek who held deep envy for her, a woman named Abigail Hartwood. Abigail was known for her greed and jealousy. She believed that the attention and admiration Emily received should have been hers. One fateful day, Abigail hatched a wicked plan. She approached Emily with a proposal to collaborate on creating the most exquisite doll the town had ever seen. Emily, ever trusting and kind-hearted, agreed without hesitation. As they worked on the doll together, Abigail secretly infused it with a dark curse. She performed a forbidden ritual, binding a vengeful spirit to the doll. This spirit was filled with bitterness and hatred, and its sole purpose was to torment and seek revenge. Once the doll was complete, Abigail presented it to Emily as a gift. Unbeknownst to Emily, the cursed spirit within the doll immediately began its malevolent work. Strange occurrences plagued Emily's life, objects moving on their own, chilling whispers in the night, and terrifying apparitions that only she could see. Emily, confused and frightened, sought help from the townsfolk, but they couldn't understand her plight. They thought she was going mad. As the torment escalated, Emily's once joyful life unraveled. She became isolated, her friends and family driven away by the relentless hauntings. In her despair, Emily discovered the truth about Abigail's betrayal. She confronted Abigail, demanding an end to her suffering, but Abigail's heart remained cold and remorseless. The two women engaged in a bitter and final confrontation. In the chaos of their conflict, a fire erupted, engulfing Abigail's house. The cursed doll was consumed by the flames, seemingly ending the curse. But as Abigail's house burned to the ground, Emily, too, perished in the inferno. It was said that Emily's spirit, now free from torment, found peace in the afterlife. However, the vengeful spirit that once inhabited the doll continued to roam Hollow Creek, seeking new vessels to inhabit and continuing its malevolent quest for revenge. Generations passed, and the curse was all but forgotten until Alex unknowingly stumbled upon the doll. But there was hope. Professor Carter knew about a way to break the curse, although it wouldn't be easy. They advised Alex on the steps they needed to take, which involved a special ritual and some very brave actions. It was going to be a challenging journey, but Alex felt relieved to have some guidance. With Professor Carter's help, they were determined to unravel the secrets of the cursed doll and put an end to the unsettling events once and for all. The adventure was just beginning, and Alex was ready to face the spooky challenges that lay ahead. Along with Professor Carter's guidance, Alex prepared for the most crucial part of their spooky adventure, the ritual to break the curse of the doll. It was a dark and stormy night when they decided to perform it, adding to the eerie atmosphere. In the center of the room, they set up a small table with candles flickering in the dim light. The candles cast eerie shadows on the walls, making everything seem a bit ghostly. Professor Carter placed the old doll at the center of the table. Together, they began reciting strange incantations, words that seemed to come from another time and place. The air grew colder, and the room felt heavy with anticipation. Alex couldn't help but shiver, but they knew they had to press on. Eerie symbols were drawn on a piece of paper, and they placed it in front of the doll. As the incantations continued, the symbols seemed to come alive, glowing faintly in the candlelight. But then something unexpected happened. The doll started to twitch and shake as if it was resisting the ritual. It was as if the curse itself was fighting back, making their task even more difficult. The room filled with an eerie, unsettling energy. Despite the growing tension, Alex and Professor Carter remained determined. They knew they had to complete the ritual to break the curse once and for all. The malevolent nature of the doll became even more pronounced as they continued, but they couldn't give up now. The fate of Hollow Creek depended on their success. With every incantation and every flicker of the candles, they drew closer to the moment when they could finally free the town from the curse that had plagued it for so long. It was a spine-chilling and intense experience, but they were ready to face the darkness head-on. As the ritual to break the doll's curse reached its climax, something extraordinary and frightening happened. The room suddenly grew very cold, and the air felt charged with electricity. In a burst of an eerie light, the vengeful spirit behind the curse materialized right before Alex and Professor Carter's eyes. It was a ghostly figure, with a face twisted in anger and sadness. The spirit's eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity. The spirit didn't waste any time. It unleashed its fury upon the room, causing objects to fly through the air, and the very walls seemed to tremble. The atmosphere was thick with tension, and fear hung in the air like a heavy fog. Alex and Professor Carter knew that they had to face the spirit head-on. They could see the pain and anger in its spectral eyes, and they understood that this was the source of all the spooky happenings in Hollow Creek. With courage in their hearts, Alex stepped forward, meeting the spirit's gaze. They spoke soothing words, trying to convey understanding and empathy. Professor Carter joined in, reciting words of ancient wisdom and compassion. The confrontation was tense and suspenseful, like a battle of wills between the living and the restless dead. The spirit wavered, torn between its anger and the compassion shown to it. As minutes passed like hours, the spirit's fury began to subside. It gradually became less threatening, its form growing fainter and less defined. It seemed as though the curse was finally losing its grip. In the end, with one final burst of light, the vengeful spirit let out a mournful wail and faded away, leaving behind a sense of peace and closure. Alex and Professor Carter had succeeded. They had faced the darkness and shown kindness, and in doing so, they had broken the curse that had haunted Hollow Creek for so long. With the curse lifted, the town would finally find peace, and the spooky events that had plagued it would be nothing more than a memory. As they looked around the now calm and serene room, Alex and Professor Carter couldn't help but feel a sense of triumph and relief. The adventure had been intense and frightening, but it had also been a journey of courage and compassion. With the curse lifted and the vengeful spirit gone, Hollow Creek could once again be a quiet, peaceful place, free from the spooky mysteries that had haunted it for generations. And there you have it, dear viewers, the spine-tingling conclusion of The Cursed Doll of Hollow Creek. What a journey it has been into the heart of darkness, where secrets and spirits roam. But before we part ways, don't forget to hit that like button if this tale sent shivers down your spine. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell. You won't want to miss the next hair-raising adventure we have in store for you.